Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I just have another mail opening on a load of stock for my online store. So today we are starting off on these WWE Legends Greg the Hammer Valentine action figures. You know, I've been tempted to buy some of these for a while so that I can keep one, as quite often is the plan with these kind of things that I get in from my shop. They were on sale the other day. They were 20% off. So I finally pulled the trigger. This is the copy that I'm going to keep. And the reason for that is this huge ding in the back of the box. And I would rather keep one with a damaged box myself than have to sell one as damaged box. That being said, I am going to have to do that anyway. The big dent in the back there. I've already opened these because AJWF got in contact about buying one of these, which means it's my most successful new figure product ever, because one I'm going to keep, one I've actually sold. That's two. Most things I sell one copy of and then they continue to shelf warm, which I theoretically don't mind, but yeah, someone buy the other one. So we've got 5 copies of this in total. The others are all fine. How was I so surprised that Mattel would send out the Creations headbangers with damaged boxes when this is how they arrive new in stores, you know? Absolutely terrible. But I know that AJ is a loose collector, and so maybe he'll be alright with me sending him the other damaged box one, and then of course that would be the one that I keep. So these, unfortunately, excess stock has an eBay account. So these, they have them listed for like £22, which means I can actually barely make any money on these as they are, which means I'm very glad I never bought them before when they weren't 20% off. But, you know, we got a copy for myself, we got a copy for AJ, we got 3 left to deal with. That's not so bad. Could definitely be a lot worse. But yeah, I'm not sure what the price is going to be on these because I just can't really compete with that, especially on eBay. So it might be like the same £22, or maybe be able to squeeze down to 21 or possibly 20 from subscriber sales, Facebook page sales, etc. But yeah, not really sure about them, but it's really cool to get them in nonetheless. You know, I've been putting off buying one of these for a long time and then putting off ordering them in to keep one, and 20% off, it was time to pull the trigger. There's only one of them left on my supplier, so hopefully, you know, once the excess stock is gone, we'll be able to get some actual profit on those. Next up, we have Star Wars Vintage Hawthorne. Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, so there's 2 Star Wars things. I'd completely forgotten what one of them was, but I've remembered now. So this one will be the Kuill action figures, being in the smaller box. These were just so cheap to get in. I thought, you know what, we'll give it a go. With Christmas coming up and everything, I was a little bit more lenient than I normally would. This is the biggest order I've ever put in for the stuff for the store, knowing Christmas is coming up, etc. And we actually have some, you know, we've actually had some good sales recently. So these are the Kuill retro style action figures on the retro card. These are pretty cool, you know. It's not really for me. I've kind of always liked Star Wars figures, although I feel like if I was to really get into it, I'd probably go for bigger ones than these, because, you know, I'd probably be using them for animation purposes, and it's kind of hard to, like, the mobility is a bit limited on 3 3/4 inch figures. But yeah, I thought these were worth getting in. They really didn't cost an awful lot. You really can't get an awful lot for them either, but there's definitely a few pounds in there, assuming they sell. So we'll be listing these. I think these are listed on eBay for like £9. So I'll probably do these for like £8 on eBay, or, you know, subscriber deal, maybe like 7. Can't really go much lower because obviously there's still postage in there and everything as well. So yeah, but yeah, we got the Kuill action figures, bit different. And then another one, I was very trepidatious on this. You know, there's a lot of Star Wars figures where, you know, that are shelf warmers. The Kuill ones definitely were, and these definitely are as well. But both have sold listings, and both were relatively cheap. So, you know, I thought we'd just give them a go. This screams shelf warmer, but they actually have been selling on eBay for a reasonable price. So I ordered in 8 Black Series Figrin Dan action figures I wouldn't put it past myself to keep one of these for my mixed universe animation series, which I plan to do at some stage, just because it's a bit of a joke character, the rocking frontman for the All Biff band, the Modal Nodes. It is just a weird, obscure shelf warmer of a character, but like I say, they were fairly reasonable to get in, and there were some sold listings, so they're another thing we got in. It escapes me right now what these are going to be selling for, but it's going to appear on your screen now. So yeah, if you'd be by any chance interested in a figrin Dan Black Series figure, then let me know. It's interesting how the Kuills say Vintage Hawthorne on the side, and the figrin Dans say BL Rochester. I don't know what either of those means. Next up, we're going to go for these Marvel Legends. Every now and then there'll be a good deal on a Marvel Legend that you can still make money on. Again, much like Star Wars figures, there's a lot of shelf warmers in Marvel Legends, especially when they they want the RRP to be, what is that up to now, like $27.99 or something like that. Crazy. But there are still certain ones that, despite their shelf warm ability, you can make some money on. So first of all, from the Build-A-Figure Puff Adder series, we have 8 copies of Baron von Strucker. It's unfortunately from that short period where they didn't have a plastic window. I'm pretty sure they've brought those back now, but yeah, it's not a bad figure. Obviously, you can't really see what you're getting in it. The last time I got anything like this was the War Machine ones, which looked like the shelf warmeriest figure, but I sold all of them. Like, I did really well out of them. Yeah, no, I lied about the Greg Valentines earlier. They're my best-selling new product ever. They did really well. I think I got rid of all of them for, I think the cheapest one sold for £22, so that was really good. We're not going to see anything like that with the Struckers, but if we could sell them off, I think we're looking at like 17, 18 for these. So as long as we can get them back out the door, really not too bothered about that. I do like Baron Strucker. He's a pretty cool guy. Apart from the historical implications, of course. So yeah, that's the last of the action figures. Finally, we just have a few diecast cars assortments. First of all, we have another box of Disney Pixar's Wintertime Cruises. Now, the last time I got some of these in, I said I'd probably order some more. This is hopefully to add a few to my collection, but also, obviously, Christmas coming up, we'll get these listed and hopefully, get them back out the door. Again, much like the action figures, with the last lot, there wasn't, I think the only things I put up for sale from the last lot were 2 Lightning McQueen. And again, much like the figures, one sold and I still have the other one. Half the assortment was going to my nephew and the other half I was keeping. So if this is the same assortment, then the only thing I'm keeping is the snowmobile. But if it is a different assortment that has Sarge in it, I'll be keeping that as well. So I'm going to look down. I'm going to see. Yeah, it's the same one. So we get... So the Wintertime Sarge still eludes me. My nephew has that. I found that in TK Maxx last year. But... not getting the assortment of it. So we have 2 copies of Mater, which is really cool in his little winter hat there. I'm going to try and do better at putting these back in this time. It must have been in that way. Yep. Because after I took them all out in the last one, I've never been able to get them back in quite right. We've got Clutch Kringle. Nice little Christmas joke there. See, this is exactly it. Like, it looks perfectly straightforward how they slot back together, but they just don't go back in. We've got 2 Doc Hudson with the Santa hat. 2 Sally. I really wonder who's in the one with Sarge, because I've never really looked into it. But yeah, you can definitely get Sarge, and I don't know who else you can get. Maybe like Fillmore. So we got 3 Lightnings, and then we get 1 copy of Snowmobile. There we go. Very weird looking, but it's part of the line. I remember one of the Maters last time had Snowmobile's backing card. It was very weird. And I'll tell you the same story I said on that last video as well. When I was working at Smith's, we had a click and collect for one of these once, like just on a random day. And we were like, what on earth is that? And where is it? And yeah, in the end, we just had to kind of mark it as, yeah, this isn't in stock. Because none of this line was in stock. And we couldn't find the 1 copy of this that we supposedly had. you know what? I'm just going to keep him out rather than wrestling with him because I'm keeping it anyway. So keep it out the stock box. I just want to make sure that we don't have... Yeah, the maters both have mater cards there. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, get all them listed. Hopefully they will at least shift before Christmas. I didn't have much in terms of high hopes that, you know, we would have the other assortment with Sarge in it. But this will be a little bit better. This is the first proper Hot Wheels order I've ever put in. I did look into starting to go into Hot Wheels premium models, but as far as my market research goes, the market is saturated enough and you're not going to really make any money. So I've decided not to bother. I'm going to decide that Hot Wheels can just stick to this and my retro nostalgia cars collection and theoretical racing series. But this is a box of the Racerverse diecast models. Now, you can't really choose. Again, you just get sent an assortment. So if we get Series 1, then I'm after Mike Wazowski and Buzz Lightyear. And if I get Series 2, I'm after Jack Skellington. So it doesn't really matter. If it's Series 3, I don't know. I don't even know if Series 3 is out yet. I know the DC ones are about now. But yeah, I mean, this could be a complete surprise for me. So let's find out. In retrospect, I probably should have ordered 2 boxes. But I mean, with these diecast models, I don't know how they're going to sell online. Like, I don't know how well they're going to do. Obviously, they're a bit more premium, a bit more like, there's a bit more of a collector market to it. But still, there's a certain amount of money that you want to spend on a diecast racer, especially when, you know, you're having to pay postage as well. So let's see what we got. Racerverse. Oh, yes, these are definitely new. Yes, I'm not familiar with these at all. Okay, so first of all, we've got Mickey Mouse. It's always going to be a decent seller. Always going to be a bit of collector value in there. Card is slightly warped on the bottom corner. This I've not seen ever before. Groot. Now, we've already got Rocket. Rocket's in the... It was in Wave 2, but it's also in the multi-pack of Marvel characters that I've still yet to do a video on. So that's really cool. I'll be keeping that. This has gone a little bit downhill because I was expecting to have 1 model or 2 models, depending on which wave we got. We actually got a complete surprise wave. So this could go anywhere. I'm definitely keeping Groot. I do already have Mickey, thankfully. Let's see who else is in here, because Racerverse goes crazy this year. It's like there's all kinds of stuff in it now. There's like Star Trek, Back to the Future, Scooby-Doo. There's all kinds of stuff coming into it. So DC, obviously. Oh, we got Black Panther. Again, Black Panther is in the Marvel multi-pack, so we won't need to keep that. Oh, we got the Incredibles. Oh, you know what? This must be just a complete mix, because Mr. Incredible was definitely in Wave 2. I could understand Mickey being redone, but I mean, they must either just repackage a bunch of stuff, or it literally is just you get what you get. But yeah, we got Mr. Incredible. I did actually get this in the end. It was one where when I cleaned everything out, which is another video I have on my channel where B&M were doing a big clearance sale on Racerverse, so I picked up like everything I didn't have. Mr. Incredible was one of the few I didn't get, but I did get that slightly later on. We don't need that. For my money, Mr. Incredible might be the best one. We also have Judy Hopps from Zootropolis. This isn't one I'll keep. Very, very different. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. She's got the little police car and everything. That's pretty cool. Pretty cute. We do have a Toy Story one. I was just about to say we do have a Toy Story one. And I just saw on the back of the card that it is Buzz. Yeah, we got Buzz Lightyear. Again, I saw loads of these in B&M at one point. These originally were more expensive in B&M than elsewhere. And I wasn't sure if the price had come down yet. So, you know, I put off buying it. Probably should have got it then. But we've got him now anyway. I feel like this might be slightly different. I feel like the wheels might have had colour originally. Like I feel like it might have been like silver on the trims, or maybe I'm just making that up. But either way, we got Buzz Lightyear. So basically, this has been a little bit different to what I was expecting. But we got Buzz Lightyear, we got Groot, which I wasn't expecting at all, and then we got something interesting and new with Judy. That's her name. We got Iron Man. Now again, I did pick up one of these when they were reduced in B&M, but I probably needn't have bothered because he's also in a 2-pack with Hulk, which I think is the only way you can get Hulk. And this is, oh, Star Trek. Oh, Captain Kirk. Ah, that's interesting. I neither think you're not really going to be able to see it, but I neither think that Captain Kirk looks like the same on the picture as on the model, but I also don't think that looks a whole lot like Captain Kirk. Like, unless it's a version I'm not familiar with, is there an animated series version or something? I can kind of see what they were going for from his uniform, etc., but I'm just not seeing it. So yeah, that was weird. That was there's a different result to what I was expecting. We definitely still got one of the models I was hoping for, another one that I wasn't even aware of, and we've got some other cool ones to sell. The cards are all a bit bent though, like all of them are a bit bent. You're not getting a good grade on any of these. But yeah, that was a bit different, you know, that was a bit different. I kind of like Judy. I'm probably not going to keep it, but I kind of like it. It's kind of interesting. And, you know, a part of me does kind of feel like I need to get everyone if I was going to do a racing series with these, which is the plan. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just see if Judy does sell. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't the last or a lot of these. As I said with the wintertime races, I don't know if I'd bother ordering them in again. I mean, we'll see how they sell, but I wouldn't be surprised if I get some more of these in the near future and try again to get that Jack Skellington, because he is just too expensive on the second-hand market. But that's everything for this video. So if anything took your interest, drop me a message on the DSW Network Facebook page. No, don't do that. Drop me a message on the Disaster Figs Facebook page or the DSW Network or Disaster Figs Instagram accounts. Just let me know what you're after, and I'll try and see what I can do for you. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment and subscribe, and if you'd like to see some more stock videos or mail openings in general, mail opening playlist will be in the end screen, and a stock opening video will also be in there, probably the one where I did the wintertime races, because I've just mentioned it a lot, haven't I? And you can also check out the video where I picked up all the other Racerverse pieces, and I really do appreciate you guys joining me, so thank you all for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, open door, slam the door, or yeah.